Las Vegas, USA. All right. This is Babylon. This is where our people was brought over here, and our people who are already here have built up, have had their blood shed, was not considered to be a people, were the ones who built up America, built up these cities, built up this kingdom. For the longest time, the children of Israel have been and still are considered, useless in the eyes of Esau, Edom, as far as history goes. Okay? When you look into the history of Esau, Edom here in Babylon, modern day Babylon, you would think that the Israelites played no significant role or part in the building of this place. Okay? But that is far from the truth. That is far from the truth. And as you start to dig a little deeper into the history of our people, you'll come to the understanding that if it wasn't for our people, half the shit that you see on this screen right here wouldn't be in place. Okay? So the children of Israel, although the credit was never truly given, the children of Israel is responsible for a lot of what you see going on in the world today. Is it not written by Ezra? For he said, the Lord built all this for our sakes. Okay? This world was created for our sakes. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Okay? And they've done just that. Now, this is Las Vegas, Nevada. All right? This land in particular was a desert. All right? And look how magnificent this desert turned out to be. This is one of the desolate places. Okay? On a low scale, if you will, but this is one of the desolate places that they came and built up. Trillions of dollars filters through this place yearly. Trillions. They don't call it Sin City for nothing. And what is a sin? It's a transgression of the law. Okay? Though it doesn't pertain to Esau, but to have the audacity to name this place the Sin City. Meaning what? It's all about transgressions here. Lewdness here. Okay? So Esau knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly who he is and what his MOs are. All right? Returning back. And it says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Okay? And this is where we're coming into. The Lord is going to throw all of this down. All of this is going to be wiped off. Wiped off the face of the earth. Okay? Look how magnificent this nightlife looks, underneath the watching stars, if you will. All right? Things like this is the pride of Esau, Edom, to show their magnificence, to show their strength, to show their power. Okay? But the Lord Yahweh Shai said, they shall build, but I will throw down. All right? And it says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. Okay? So, all these cities that you see, Las Vegas, Chicago, New York, Boston, Texas, Austin. You see all these great cities. They're all going to be thrown down. All right? So don't think that this place is going to last forever. It's not. This is Revelation 18. And we'll start at 6. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquities." All right? Everything that this place has done, Babylon the Great, if you will, everything it has done, it has been recorded. Nothing has slipped by. Nothing has gone under the radar. For it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven." So every last little thing that this place has done, or what it has done to the Lord's people, has been recorded, man. Verse 6, Shalakia. Verse 6, "Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works." All right? Her works are nothing but wickedness. Wasn't it not written? They were going to be called the border of wickedness. So that's what her works are all about. Wickedness. Okay? It says, "In the cup which she has filled, fill unto her double. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously." Look at this. This is glory right here. This is Esau's glory. All right? And lived deliciously. Again, these elites of the earth, those who control Babylon, trillions of dollars gets filtered through. Okay? We can't even begin to think about how much money has come through these cities, man. And it says, "How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her." All right? The Lord is very specific on what he wants done in this place. Torment and sorrow. And this is exactly what's going to be on the menu for Babylon. Torment and sorrow. All right? Everybody wants to go to Las Vegas. Everybody wants to go. And I'm not just spotlighting Las Vegas. I'm spotlighting Babylon the Great. This whole place, man. But I'm just using Las Vegas because, this is a city that under the night lights, it looks magnificent. It looks magnificent to the eye. In the beautiful sunsets. All this shit's gonna be wiped out, man. And we're gonna get to it. Okay? It says, for she said in her heart, "I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." And again, that's the pride of Esau Edom. They believe they can't be touched. They believe that they are the strongest in the world. Shit, they believe that they're the Most High. Okay? Verse 8. "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judges her." Okay? So even though it doesn't appear that these plagues that we just mentioned, and I'll read them off again, and it says death, mourning, and famine. Those are plagues that the Lord is going to send into this place, man. And when it hits, it's going to hit very hard. Okay? And at the end of the day, she's going to be burned with fire. Why? Because the Lord is going to judge this place. There's nothing we can do as a nation of people that could ever, make this place suffer the way the Lord is going to make it suffer. That's why we have to wait upon the Lord for the Lord to stretch his muscles, stretch his arm out with the indignation that he has set forth for this place, Babylon the Great. Okay? Look at Esau here in this picture. We're all gathered around, taking pictures of the water shooting up in the air, under the lights. All right? And this is part of that glorifying herself. This is part of that living deliciously. All right? Taking part of the wickedness of this place. Verse 9, it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All right, and these are prophecies that are to come. It may not appear right now that this place is going to be destroyed, and quite frankly, you know, as we speak about these prophecies, people have not an inkling that this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man, because it's too beautiful. How could something so beautiful be destroyed? Okay, this is what their thought process is. Now, as we read further down in this chapter, we're gonna find out exactly what the Lord has in store for this place and how it's gonna go down. Okay, let's continue on. It says, "And the kings of the earth," this is verse 9, Revelation 18:9. "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." Verse 10, "Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Okay? For in 1 hour is thy judgment come. When these other nations start launching them thermonuclear missiles over here, okay, it's not going to take nothing but a short time for them to get under here. These intercontinental ballistic missiles, you know, and it's in their name, intercontinental ballistic missiles, they're going to go from one end of the earth onto the other end of the earth in 1 hour, man. Less than an hour. Because the shit that they got out there now, super hyper quadruple sonic, okay, you ain't gonna be able to go anywhere. You ain't gonna be able to do anything. You ain't going to be able to escape the destruction here in Babylon. You know, there was some videos here on YouTube, and they was talking about trying to give you instruction how to survive a nuclear blast or a nuclear holocaust. Okay? America's ground zero. There's not going to be any survival over here. There's not going to be anything over here that's going to, you know, or any place over here that's going to be spared in the sense of the nuclear destruction is not going to get to it. Now, this place is going to be utterly annihilated and destroyed. Point blank, period. Okay? And it says, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. Okay? Let me jump down to verse 17. Verse 17, it says, "For in 1 hour such great riches is come to naught." All right? So it's going to take less than an hour for this place to be utterly destroyed and burnt up. Think about that. Look at the scenery that we're looking on the screen now. Decades it took to build this shit up, man. Decades. to build all this lavish, fancy, luxurious scenery and sights and entertainment. Look at that. Took decades to build that. But the scripture says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Right. What city is like unto America? All right. Everybody wants to come to America because the propaganda machine pushed out throughout the four corners of the earth that this was the place where you wanted to be. This was where it's at. Come here and live your life and live your dreams and be who you want to be. That's the message that this place has sent out throughout the four corners of the earth. And people bought it hook, line, and sinker, man. Everybody wants to come to America. Everyone wants to get that chant, that white picket fence in the house. Okay? Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of their costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. All right. So again, all that you've been seeing in America, and I'm only showing you Las Vegas, not to mention the other cities in the world, in America. All right. This is just one, and it's a vast city, skyscrapers, bright lights, glitz and glamour, all of this shit. Okay, and these other cities, other major cities and states included, are going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Okay, so there's really no way around this thing. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah 50. All right, and I'm gonna get right to the points on this. I'm gonna start right at 14. It says, Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. All right? Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. What's being shot? What is this prophecy talking about? From thermonuclear missiles. All right? And who's going to be leading that charge? Vladimir Putin and all the assembly of nations that have been deceived by Babylon the Great. Okay? And it says, Shout against her round about. She has given her hand. Her foundation is fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her. As she has done, do unto her. Cut off the soul from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one of this people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Salakia. They shall flee every one to his own land. All right. So before this place is destroyed, these people who are in this land are going to flee this land. Okay? These people who come over here visiting and touring and tourists and all this other nonsense, they're going to flee out of the midst of this place, because they're going to understand that the time has come where the Lord must start his judgment. Okay? But in the grand scheme of what we got going on here, prophecies are unfolding. All right? And as these prophecies unfold, we understand that's just putting us that much closer to getting the hell out of here. You see? That much closer to the Lord delivering us from the clutches of our enemies. And we say it all the time. We're living in a very beautiful time right now. This is a very beautiful time to be living in, because you get to truly see the workings of the Lord. All right? We're going to truly see the terribleness of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the things that he has planned for this place. All right? So I'm going to end it on that. I just wanted to get a quick hit on the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right? For the time has come. In the beauty, the true beauty of it all is that as you look about, and you see these things going on, it's all going to be destroyed in an hour. In scoffers and scorners, in all of our adversaries, they can't swallow that pill. They think it's humanly impossible. And they're right. It is humanly impossible to destroy America in 1 hour. But with the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, count it as gold, baby. All right? So with that, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, I'll see you on another show. I'm going to say shalom.